All right, so we just made it to a place called Puchi Pha. And Puchi Pha is the city that's all the way by the border of Laos, due east of Chiang Mai. And yeah, we've been driving since 7 o'clock in the morning and it is now 5. We were able to stop by the famous White Temple, but we also went to the Blue Temple and the Yellow Temple. It was really cool stopping along the way to see that. But once we hit Chiang Rai, we got some food and then we kept going straight east. You'll see in a little bit, the sunrises here are beautiful. We're watching the sunset right now. It's just a beautiful valley. Everything's starting to turn into silhouettes down there. And yeah, I'm just really excited. We're staying in these bubble type tents. Looks like an eco lodge where we're basically just us and the jungle on the hillside. So most of us, when we're starting to find out about Thailand, we learn about Chiang Mai, and I believe it's the second biggest city in Thailand. So obviously it's a tourist hotspot, but there's also Chiang Rai, which is to the east of Chiang Mai, and it's a very nice sized town as well. And there's lots of famous temples in the area, if that's your thing, lots of nature. But if you keep going west, you'll eventually hit Laos, and there's a lot to see out here and a lot of nature, and the drive will definitely be worth it. So stay tuned. Hopefully you can enjoy what we run into out here in the border between Laos and Thailand in Puchi Pha. I would have to say that one of the highlights of this trip is every place that we stayed at, we had this mukala, this Thai-style hot pot, and it was always paired with a really good view, always facing the sunset, so we could just sit and relax and get ready for an early wake up the next day. So we didn't really plan it, but this trip ended up being on my birthday, and my friend surprised me with the best cake ever. It was a durian cake, durian icing, covered in real durian. It was perfect. It's a sign of quality. It's also What I love about northern Thailand is it's so much different than the rest of the country. There's hills, there's mountains, there's elevation changes that really give the landscape a certain amount of character. And especially in the morning when the clouds just fill up the valleys in a sea of mist. Up at 4:30 this morning to catch the sunrise, and we got here just in time. Minutes to spare. We almost missed it. Look at this. Look at the valley. The sun is just creeping over the horizon right now. So nice. Okay, so I broke the #1 rule in drone flying, and I lost that on my drone 500 meters above this peak, but I was able to catch some cool shots. And one of the neat things about this peak was we were actually on the Laos side of the border, and even though this marker shows we're near the border, we were actually in another country, and that was really neat. I've never been to Laos before. So even though we missed the sunrise, that was all right. We were so optimistic. We knew there's just no way that there would be fog 2 days in a row. So we kept our fingers crossed and started settling down again, game planning for the next day. And we are gonna wake up again around 4:30 in the morning and head out to a new spot. This time it's gonna go great. So one of the realities of being a digital nomad, online entrepreneur, is you do have to work. You're never really on vacation. There's always something going on, always something to work on, and my wife had a lot to do. So the next afternoon, we missed the morning because I guess there was just a little bit too much fog, but we head out to what turned out to be my favorite place on this entire trip. It was so epic, and even though there was fog, it made it so much better when we finally were able to look down into Laos. All right, so we just reached the summit of Phu Dao. So it's a mountain, it's about 1,700 meters up. This place is beautiful. You can look right over the valley into Laos. You can see the Mekong River, which is such a stunning place. And we came here for the sunset, but unfortunately, there's so much fog that probably won't be able to see that. Just knowing that we're so close to Laos, so close to another country, basically walking the border right now between Thailand and Laos, is truly an awesome thing. And it doesn't really feel like you're in the Thailand that we're so familiar with. It feels like I'm literally standing on top of a mountain. There's bugs everywhere. Everything is starting to wake up. It's actually cold here too. This morning, I almost needed to put on a jacket because it was so cold. Just being up here, feeling the air chill in the morning, it's surreal how much you can do without being that far from Chiang Rai. Chiang Rai was only 2 hours away, and it was a really easy drive too. And we're in rural Thailand. There's not many things going on out here. Staying at a couple really nice eco lodges, and yeah, just hearing nature all around us. This is one of those special moments that you get to have in Thailand that really reminds you you are in a different place, and this place is special. I also want to point out another thing. So in one of my first videos, I said that the rainy season here in Thailand was my favorite season because it makes Thailand come alive. Well, look how green everything is. Everything is so lush, so green, but everything is so alive right now, and you can hear it and you can feel it. And yeah, it's my favorite time of year for sure. This morning we were supposed to go to another sunrise. However, if you look, yeah, even if it was beautiful, we wouldn't have seen it. So tomorrow is the last day in Chiang Rai province. We're going to be heading back. hopefully catch a good sunrise. We wake up so early every day looking for one, and we haven't gotten it yet, so cross fingers. All right, so yeah, keep watching. We have a couple cool places coming up and a new resort.
It's fast.
So this last spot on the trip was so serene. It was so nice. So it was another eco lodge, but it also turned out to have a little coffee plantation. So a lot of homemade coffee, and if you don't know anything about northern Thailand, you should at least know there's good coffee. The plan for this last stop on the trip was to wake up early the next morning and go see a final sunrise, give it one last shot, beat that fog, and unfortunately when we got there we did beat the fog, but not the rain. It was pouring. We decided to camp out in the car, wait for it to stop, but it never did. So we ended up going to the Mekong River. Thanks so much for making it to the end of this video. This trip was really special. I turned 30, got to see the Mekong River for the first time. But next week, I'm actually going to a few different countries, and I'm excited to make some videos and share that with you as well.